Resumed to save Niger and Nigeria, says coupists. Why we shunned Abdul Salami's delegation, as well as protests in Katsina for Bazoum's release. Envoys seeks U.S. help. There's right to that story. You want to find out details to the story? Grab a copy of Daily Trust newspaper. Now, still there, you have Kano holds fee increments by private schools, and then you'd wonder how the government expects these government schools or private schools rather to meet their overheads. If the cost of every other thing is increasing, they're also saying they should not sell books in the schools or to students or pupils, as the case around them has increased. That would mean that the teachers would not have salary increments as well, mostly. And as it is, would the government be intervening? Would government give them any subventions to at least keep them going? That's the question that the state government hasn't been able to provide answers to. Because if you're asking them not to increase school fees when the economy isn't doing so well and everyone knows it, then maybe you should be providing a buffer for them. All right. Gombe Bauchi Road Bridge collapses after downpour. Gombe Bauchi Road Bridge collapses after downpour. So if you know anybody who's using that road, please inform them to be careful. Maybe find alternative routes. Okay. Overhead tank collapses, kills teacher in Edo. Very unfortunate one there. Now, just above beneath the masthead of Daily Trust, you find road crashes claim 4,387 lives in 6 months. Road crashes claim 4,387 lives in 6 months. Diversion of diaspora remittances contributing to Naira crash, says CBN. Diversion of diaspora remittances contributing to Naira crash, says CBN. Farmers fleeing as bandits invade Niger villages. And somehow we want food security. We want food security when we haven't provided farming. All right, let's move on now. Let's get on to the next paper. Hopefully we have the Punch newspaper standing by. And from the Punch newspaper, Forex crisis. Marketers propose 720 Naira per litre. Suspend fuel imports. Naira per litre. Suspend fuel imports. I'll take that again. Forex crisis. Marketers propose 720 Naira per litre. Suspend fuel imports. No Forex in CBN's I&E window. Fuel price hike imminent, says Moman and Ipman. Marketers seek to end dollar scarcity. Naira slides further amid shortage. Look, there's a lot of Nigerians who are hoarding Naira and dollars and all. Dollars, pounds, euros. They're just stockpiling them, maybe in their homes, somewhere in sewage tanks, and all of that. But, well, it is what it is. If foreign reserves as collateral to borrow money, I mean, who is to say that ordinary Nigerians should not stockpile foreign currency? Funny. Anyway, away from that one, CCB shuns request on Tinubu Shetima's assets. CCB shuns request on Tinubu and Shetima's assets. That's the Code of Conduct Bureau. Shuns request on Tinubu and Shetima's assets. EC grills Agric Ministry officials over massive fraud. Shaibu manipulated Youth Council poll for selfish reasons, says Obaseki. Shaibu manipulated Youth Council poll for selfish reasons, Obaseki. Military pledges loyalty to Tinubu, backs democracy. Military pledges loyalty to Tinubu, backs democracy. CBN staff loans jump by 113% to 40 billion naira. CBN staff loans jump by 113%, hit 40 billion naira. Niger PDP, NLC, Bakari, Kegama oppose military action. In the Niger Republic, PDP, NLC, Bakari, Kegama oppose military action. There's also the Niger junta bows to pressure, demands meeting with ECOWAS. You have that in the front page of the Punch newspaper as well. From the Nation newspaper, big story, shock, outrage over CBN's $15 billion foreign debt. Shock and outrage over CBN's $15 billion foreign debt. Apex Bank outstanding litigation liabilities hit 56.4 trillion naira. Naira for dollar. RT200 projects gulp 141 billion naira. So apparently, the CBN had done a lot of things, So it's not just the CBN. For starters, for those of you who have followed the story or who haven't followed the story, this is what happened. So an audited report of the CBN was released over the weekend, and Nigerians got to find out that the CBN had borrowed monies from two banks, two foreign banks, and used the Nigeria foreign reserves as collateral. So when they tell you that the foreign reserve is about 34 to 38 billion dollars, around that figure. I think the last time we said it was about 32 billion dollars. What actually was there was less than $15 billion because they had actually used borrowed monies. So the actual value of the foreign reserve is less than $15 billion. For the past 7 years, the CBN never published its audited accounts. The National Assembly is supposed to oversight this and ensure that the CBN publishes this every year, spelled out in the CBN Act. But somehow, the National Assembly, recall at some point during the Saraki era as president of the Senate, the CBN and the National Assembly had a back and forth, a face-off, back and forth and all of that. Well, even at that, there was still no publication of the CBN's audited accounts. So Nigerians are getting to hear that not just did they stake the foreign reserve as collateral to borrow money, they also have, run projects that have failed. The Anchor Borrower Scheme, the Naira for dollar Guinea, where they were paying 500 Naira for every dollar that was brought in, all of that, where losses recorded, even though they claim to have made some about 130 something billion Naira profit. There was just a lot of irregularities. We're going to be talking about that at about 9 o'clock this morning. So make sure that you stay tuned, and so that you get the full gist. Also, staff loans went up to about 40 billion naira. Say, some asking what these loans were taken for. They can really account for what the loans were taken for and all of that. also the project reprinting of the naira. Also, the central bank was printing monies like the Edo State governor had alleged at some point. The Ways and Means, massive loans there, and Nigerians are wondering when and how, where all these monies went to. Now, the question for me is, if the CBN was funding the budget deficits all this while, then where did all the loans that were taken from China, from wherever, from the World Bank and whatever, and the recovered loots and all of those, where were those monies going to? If the CBN was actually borrowing or even providing ways and means to meet the budget deficits, then someone should explain where all the monies that were borrowed went to. Guessing maybe that's why the CBN governor would not be let go, because, well, all of this happened under his watch. But also other people are saying, look, he couldn't have acted on his own. Pastor Tine Bakari is saying, look, all of these things happened because he reports to somebody, and that person was signing off on all of these things, authorized all of these things. So if the CBN governor should go down for it, those who authorized him to do it should also be going down. Isn't that logical? I'll leave that. I've been talking too much about that now. Just move on. Apex Bank's outstanding litigation liabilities hit 56.4 trillion naira. Now, also, you have Lagos Governorship Tribunal reserves judgment in petition against Sanwo-Olu and Hamzat. Lagos Governorship Tribunal reserves judgment in petition against Sanwo-Olu and Hamzat. Shaibu denies planning coup against Obaseki. Will never deploy sit at home again for our agitation, says IPOB. We will never deploy sit at home again for our agitation, says IPOB. That's in the front page of the Nation newspaper this morning. I'm guessing they've learned their lessons. DHQ lambasts agitators for coup in Nigeria, says military better off under democracy. And also there you have new Ekiti commissioner suspended. Nigeria ECOWAS parliaments divided on military option. Defense chiefs postpone meeting on crisis. Nigeria does not need another war now, says Pastor Adeboye. Let's move on and take your thoughts now to every headline that we have reeled out. Daily Trust. Okay, we got your headlines from Daily Trust as well. Jump in with your 2 cents if any of the headlines tickle your interest this morning. Call 090-7353-0044 and 090-8766-8888. You can send SMS and WhatsApp messages to 090-9705-4450. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, GB. Welcome.
My name is GB.
Good to have you, GB.
Yes. On the report of the CBN, I think the only thing that concerns the president of federal government is about the ways and means. Using our foreign reserve to borrow money, the money was not borrowed from federal government. CBN used it to borrow money for its own business. Remember, CBN is a business company. They borrow money to company, corporate body, and the rest of it, even government and the rest. So I wouldn't think that they use our foreign reserve to borrow money for government, because there's no record that JP Morgan loan was taken by federal government. But for the ways and means, that's where they borrow money to government for deficit on the budget. And you are asking questions that where are the money taken in by this money from recovery and this. When you have a budget, a deficit is that your revenue cannot sustain your budget. So I would think that revenue, those ones have gone into the revenue that government used to do other things. But at the same time, we should ask ourselves, How could CBN not give all these reports for almost 7 years and everywhere was quiet? What went wrong? Was it that they were trying to say to people that make noise? Because they have people, they say their body, there's this that meet every month or every three months. I want to call them to decide on their interest readings and this. I wanted that government. So why have those people not been querying them? Because those people are like check and balance it. You I see to the opinion of CBN. Why have they raised the alarm? And I'm always surprised that this organization that will take government to court. What's the name? The accountability, some setup. I've not raised alarm. So I'm not wondering why all this were going on. All our economists in Nigeria, Soludo and the rest, before they became a government, I've not raised alarm. I say, look, this thing is happening. Because this is alarming. It shows that our economy has gone down for the past 7 years. Look at liabilities. Look at every other thing. I think we need to do more and see who are these bodies to us. Then the junta in Nigeria now, who are now asking for dialogue. I think I've seen the heat is on there. Those are saying that the sanction is a common people. Well, when the common people, they put pressure on their government. The economy is affected because they need money to spend to run the government, and now they don't have money. The economy is not going. I think that this will come to this. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you for calling. And keep your calls coming 09073530044 and 09087668888. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Nacho. How are you?
I'm very well. Abubakar, good to have you.
Nice to have you once again. My name is Abubakar calling from Gwagwalada. I agree with the last caller, JV. It's very unfortunate. We are practicing democracy, but democratic principles and values are being violated by the operator of the system. In your analysis, you raise the issue of lack of transparency and accountability in our system. How the central bank, the financial empire of your country, will be collecting loans without rendering account, without carrying people alone. We are running budget deficit. We are declaring huge taxes in our financial system. And there are infrastructural decay. We cannot fix our refineries. We cannot build new ones. Most of our critical sectors are in crisis. Lack of energy to power development. Are we a country? Is Nigeria really a country? You are raising the issues of our financial sector. Maybe we are going the way of Lebanon, or which country again? Greece, where the country went to bankruptcy. So I don't know what is happening. And lastly, we thank God that the clergymen that went to Niger, they were able to broker a diplomatic breakthrough.
All right,
the military. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Abubakar. I appreciate you calling in and living it there. All right, keep your calls coming 09073530044 09087668888. Don't forget you can send a voice note as well. You can watch us live on YouTube and Facebook right now at Eagles FM Abuja. At Eagles FM Abuja. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Yanacho.
Good morning, Oki. Good to have you.
I greet all listeners. Oki is my name. Calling from
Kubo. You too.
Are you hearing me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Yes, are you hearing me?
Loud and clear.
Hello, Yanacho.
I can hear you.
Hello?
I can hear you. Okay, see, you want to call us back? Please call back so we can, have this a proper conversation. All right. I'm also concerned about the forex market and all. Worried about the price of PMS and the price of gas. Recall that this week the marketers have said prices may go up, and marketers are proposing 720 naira per liter. Oh, Nigerians, I don't know how y'all are doing. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. Welcome. What's your name, please?
This is David from Apo, sir.
David, is it your first time calling?
No, I'm a very good listener.
Oh,
Apo.
David from Apo. Go ahead. Let's hear you, please.
situation with security is so alarming. It's very, very annoying. And in fact, I don't know what else to say. It's not a concern, especially that the Cardinal State and the environment. I don't know if they are really working on this matter. Really getting alarming. It's very, very painful. I'm really losing our people. I'm losing our people. Every day, most especially in cities, Kaduna and Plateau State. I don't know if you can. The presidency is going to hit the ground running. And you can see the way things are going. It's very, very unfair. Please, please help us to talk to them, please. It's very, very disturbing. Look at the fuel. Some people cannot even go to work again. Yeah. So, anyway, I'm a very good listener, and I pray God will help us.
Thank you very much, David. May God continue to help us. That's what Nigerians have always prayed. Nigerians would always say, "You go better." I mean, that's something we've always heard, and they'll say, "Oh, God help us." God help us. And 60-something years down the line, it seems like no one has helped us. I mean, no one's going to help us if we don't help ourselves, right? I've heard that as well. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, President Nacho.
Good morning, Selassie. Good to have you.
How are you doing?
I'm very well. How was your weekend?
I greet the listeners and callers of this great radio station. I want to appreciate you for always giving us the privilege. I won't take it for granted, and I want to appreciate you for that. I greet Abubakar. I greet the last caller. He said you should help us give the information. He is giving the information. Nigerians are listening to his message to the populace. I want to talk about this fuel or increment that the price should be 720 naira per liter. You know, I remember vividly when these people were in opposition, when Jonathan wanted to remove the subsidy, they gathered in Abuja and Lagos. They said occupy Nigeria, and they were saying that they should kill the corruption, not subsidy. Now we are talking of gas. We are talking of fuel increment now. We are expecting to buy fuel at the rate of 720 naira per liter. I always ask, is there any country that has refinery and doesn't refine? It's only Nigeria. Then we have been here, and these people who are in opposition, we thought they prepare. As soon as they get to power, they will hit the ground running. We have the past president as a minister of petroleum. For the past 8 years, nothing was done for our refinery. Now Nigeria are feeling the ripple effect of this hard economy. You see, energy is the last wire of any of economy or whoever country. Look at what Nigeria are going through now. Now, people have even been losing their job. Now they still want to add this burden to the populace, and the Nigerians are going to suffer for it. Then come to the issue of insecurity. Look at how people have been running away from their ancestral home due to insecurity. And I want to commend the clergymen that travel to Niger in order to broker peace. You can see what the clergymen did. Even when they kind of threat, they were going to attack them. And somebody say, I remember somebody called this radio station and said fuel price will go down. And the person I called, he didn't even talk about the fuel price. I was expecting to hear the update from him. He said fuel price will go down. How is the fuel price going to go down? Okay. Promise of Dangote will start refining. When is Dangote refining? We are into it. It's only God that will help us. That's why we are a praying country, but things are not working. We pray too much, but things doesn't work.
Thank you very much, Selassie. Thank you again for calling. And well, when Nigerians say, God help us, you know, God has really helped us. God has already helped us. If God hasn't helped us, I don't see how we're standing with the level of corruption and all that we indulging. It is for us now to help ourselves because God has helped us, blessed us so much, blessed us with natural and human resources, blessed us with everything that anyone can ask for. It is just us to help ourselves now. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Enacho.
Well,
how was your night?
Very well.
Thank
you for asking. Great.
My name is Honorable Edward Jeffers from Apollo Settlement.
Honorable what?
Edward Jeffers.
Hey, I didn't get that.
Edward.
Edward, good to have you.
Yes.
Good to have you. Oh,
yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah, Enacho, I don't know what to say, but I have no choice but to contribute this money. This money that federal government has released subsidy. If we cannot repair our refinery, what can't we buy from the other country? The money is enough to even buy from the other country so that we can return our fuel and bring it back to Nigeria. Since our refinery cannot be repaired. How can you tell me that we are going to buy fuel at the rate of 700 naira? How much? Like my younger brother, he calculated his salary yesterday. At the end of every month, he end up with 1,000 naira. That is transport will take the whole thing. People are dying. The whole thing is becoming too much. So where to stop again? And there should be a way. Okay, for instance, if subsidy is removed, that's fine. What is the way forward? Because also now we cannot hear nothing is happening. It's nothing is. It's not affecting the they call some of us poor people are very corrupt. Also now nothing. Abba, this is our country. We all this country. And finally, the Labour Party and the PDP are weak opposition parties. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you very much, David, for calling. All right, quite an emotional one there. Keep your calls coming. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. You know, this headlines this morning. Okay, I'm not going to say. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
This is
GD NBC. Good to have you.
Yeah.
Sir.
I used to talk about this refinery. This our National Assembly, they are the cause of our problem. Oh. They are the cause of our problem. All these foreign exchange that CBN and all what oversight functions for these past 7 years, we did not hear anything about it. And they are there doing work. This fuel subsidy, I've been crying over it. Too. There is no way we can help ourselves than to refine our crude. Nigeria is going down every day. And they are hiding it from the public, from the masses. It's a very wicked act. These people are not looking at treating us any better in any way, and they don't have any plan for the masses. What is wrong with this refinery? I repeat again, is refinery no go area? What can they do to revive our economy? If not to revive that refinery and produce petrochemicals. This in other they are not helping us.
Okay,
and we don't have government.
Thank you very much.
We don't have government.
Thank you.
We don't have government. I'm sorry.
Thank you very much. That's your thoughts. We have a government. Just we have a government. Well, I just have to control myself a lot today. Hello, good morning. Not say anything.
Yeah, good morning, my brother. This is Uche from Buhari, sir.
Uche from Buhari, welcome. Good to have you join us.
Thank you very much, sir. My brother, I don't know what we are going to see again in this country. How long are we going to continue to complain to our leaders and they don't want to listen to us? Is it the right thing? Look at the Abacha loot. Abacha loot don't give us refinery more than 10 in this country. What is happening in Nigeria?
Did they want what is happening in Niger to happen in Nigeria?
That's not going to happen here, okay?
It will not happen. But what they are doing to us, I'm very, very angry. As I'm talking to you, other people too are angry the way I am angry. Look at a bag of rice in Nigeria. It's almost 50-something thousand naira. What is happening in Nigeria? Look at minimum wage. You are increasing fuel every day. I continue to say you increase fuel, and the salary of the people of this country is nothing to write about. And you people are collecting bogus. Look at the so-called Senate or what? Look at the money they are collecting for holiday allowance. They are making us. They should make us to be happy. Is it all right? They should make us to be happy. When they are saying they are collecting that kind of money, they should make us to be happy. They should continue. One day, we are talking and they don't want to listen to us. One day, Nigeria will be small to Nigeria.
Okay, Uche.
God bless you.
Thank you very much, Che, for calling. Let's get to some of your thoughts now. Okay, the Guardian newspaper, quickly. Investigators probe CBN staff and consultants, NIBS, NSPMC, as well. Niger Republic, military succumbs to dialogue, says coup in Nigeria's interest. Okay. How's that? Okay. Absence of substantive Auditor General of the Federation stalls Public Accounts Committee's works. Ministerial nominations as litmus test for APC in Southeast. Half fuel subsidy removal impedes justice administration. You want to read that? It's also there. Sirap sues Akpabio Abbas over plan to spend 110 billion naira on bulletproof cars and others. Sirap sues Akpabio Abbas over plan to spend 110 billion naira on bulletproof cars and others. Boko Haram vows to recapture territories recovered by troops. It's not going to happen. All right, let's not allow that happening anyway. Tinubu's reforms will fail without economic justice. Ending corruption, says Bakari. Tinubu's reforms will fail without economic justice and ending corruption, says Bakari. Rights group urges probe of 75 billion naira youth investment fund. Oh, God. Money's gone down the carpet, gone down the drain. I'm still in Germany recuperating, not yet back home, says Akeredolu. I'm still in Germany recuperating, not yet back home, says Akeredolu. NURTW. NLC threatens to picket police headquarters over harassment. How 66 days of APC plunged Nigeria into further darkness by Labour Party. Let's get more of your thoughts and responses to the headlines now. 09073530044 and 09087668888. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Anacho.
Good morning to you. Michael, good to have you. Welcome, Michael.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Still on this issue of increasing the fuel again to 729 maybe. I want to, there's something that we don't know about this issue of this subsidy of a thing. The other day, somebody was just telling us that even the money that the government said they are paying and the name of subsidy, they doesn't pay it. That what they do is that when they take our crude to replace, the refined one, when they give those people crude, and then they will bring back the refined one. So how are they telling us that they're even paying subsidy? If that is the case. Because there's so many things that surrender this issue of subsidy, this and that, they are paying subsidy, and yet we don't even know how these things are going up. I mean, I don't just understand. Because people have been asking this question. How do you tell us that you are even paying subsidy when it is only our crude? You give our crude out, and then you bring the refined one back. And in any case, why are they even not talking about how we can be able to build a refinery? You know? See, we are going to, this is a boiling point, just like somebody had mentioned. Because I can tell you that this thing continue like this, I think it's better for everybody to shut down, including the radio station, everybody. I and everybody shut down. Nobody will go at that very day, and then to complete seven, no matter how, it doesn't matter how long it lasted. You understand? I think the only option we have now is that everybody should shut down, whether it is a bike or anywhere at all. Everybody should shut down. Nobody should go to work, and then let us see how we can be able to sort this out.
Thank you very much for calling. Gotta let you go now. Well, everyone preparing what they think is solution to the problem. I'd love to hear some of your, some of the solutions, more solutions to some of these, if you can prefer anyone. Maybe we have governments or people at the helm of affairs who may be bereft of ideas. You know, it happens. Sometimes you don't have the best, no one has the best ideas. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Prince.
Good morning, Moses. Welcome.
Hi. God bless you.
God bless you too.
Yeah, I was looking at the CBN 7 years. Impossible for them not to not on the very period. The issue is not the investigation or the auditing. That is the problem on the ground. The auditing has been done. But what is the next step? The next thing, you'll not hear any news about it. Well, they should also go on the NNPC too to do the auditing. Let them do the auditing there. Then what you have been crying, you talk about solution in your last statement. We have been recommending solutions to this government, and they abandon it. How can we have a refinery in this country and the refineries are not working? For how long shall we be recommending solutions to these people what to avenge us from this suffering? You know that whenever you touch what is called fuel, PMS, everything about the economy will just rise. Look at how can you attack our own crude oil to the dollars? The more the increase of dollars and the more the high price of our PMS. What is going on? What is wrong with these people? Thank God, there is this statement I want to make, and thank God, you know, sometimes you say prayer. Prayer is still prayer that is this country. But I believe that Nigeria is a prayer nation. Thank God that the rain is not in the hands of humanity. Thank God that life is not in the hands of humanity. They could have hijacked it to say they will do subsidy. If not, God has blessed us with life, blessed us with rain, blessed us with mineral resources, just a certain individual hijack these resources, and they will not allow Nigerians to breathe. They will not allow the other Nigerians to smile. You increase, everything increase, transport increase, school fees increase. I had one news this morning that says that private schools should not care to increase school fees. So how are the teachers going to be paid? You do the increase and you are stopping other people not to increase. Is it not a challenge of the ground? Should we silence our mouth? What is abnormal is abnormal. We still recommend, as you earlier said, we still recommend to the government, let these refineries be put to place to work. Right. Enough is enough importing our fuel from the other countries. Thank you.
Thank you, Moses. Let's get, let's take messages now. Abdullahi Mekano says, good morning, sir. Mark my words, Nigeria has no... Abdullahi Mekano. We are just denying the fact, but every reasonable thinker knows that Nigeria is getting backwards daily. Our leaders have finished the country. Abdullahi Mekano there. Usman Daura, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Henacho, President Radio Highness Abuja Usman Daura is my name.
Welcome.
Mr. Henacho, I don't want to go back to what you have said earlier, again and over again, about the CBN not publishing for 7 years, auditing our district for 7 years, and we have government in place, Apex Bank for 7 years. No auditing, no report, nothing. We have senators there, we have the president, we have the ministers, we have all other agencies. It's all about the system, Mr. Henacho. Whether they use the CBN borrow money from JP Morgan, whether they use our foreign reserve, it's all rubbish, Mr. Henacho. The system is not working. Our system has collapsed. If you don't make the system work, if you don't make the institution stronger than individual, nothing will happen, nothing will change. It's all about the system. Put a strong system in place, make it work. After Eradua, after Jonathan, after Obasanjo, after Buhari, after whoever is there, the system, let the system work. You cannot change the system. You cannot manipulate the system. But the system whereby the individual is stronger than individual, nothing will happen, Mr. Henacho. Nothing is working in this country. Our system has collapsed. It's all about the system. I've said it over and over again, Mr. Henacho. All this grammar won't work. We should make the system work and make our institutions stronger than individuals, Mr. Henacho. All this grammar won't take us anywhere. Nothing is working in this country. It's only on paper. Reality, zero, Mr. Henacho. 0 over 100. Nothing is working. The system has collapsed completely, Mr. Henacho. We are just pretending we know the right thing, but we will not do it, Mr. Henacho. How could the CBN policy for 7 years? 7 good years, Mr. Henacho. Look at state revelations. Horrible revelations, Mr. Henacho. Horrible. It's unfortunate. Are we a country? Are we a republic? At times I wonder what is happening, Mr. Henacho. Nothing is working in this country. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Usman Dora. Who knows? You know, we talk about these foreign countries. We talk about the likes of the Niger Republic. We talk about the Francophonie Africa, and say, oh, their colonial masters have held sway, have controlled their resources, and all of that. Who knows how much of a hold our colonial leaders let's say colonial masters, as we call them, who knows how much hold they have over our leaders. You know, you can only say as much as you know. Some of us may never know what it is and how they are manipulated and controlled. We may never know it. Because if it's Africa, it's Africa. Africa remains the target. Africa remains the cash cow and the survival means for the West. And if the rest of Africa complains about their colonial masters, you know, holding them to ransom, who is to say that some people cannot hold our own country? What makes us special? What makes us think that there are no people who are holding us down in such manner, in such a way? It's just a question there. David says, hi Prince, it's been a minute. I relocated to Port Harcourt, but with the use of Eagles FM app, you sent the link. I am always on board. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, David. I appreciate you. This is a special bell for you. You say, you see why I keep talking about incompetency? What scheme carried by the CBN that has seen the light of day? Is it the rice, cassava through the BOA? How much is rice today? Is it the e-Naira? How much is Naira today compared to the dollars? What about the Naira redesigning? Has there been new Naira currency in circulation today? All fallacies and audio. How can the CBN, the Apex Bank, not give audited reports for so long? How have they been checkmate? How are they being checkmate or checkmated? What is the duty of the National Assembly? Prince, Nigeria is gradually wearing out if care is not taken. Thank you, and God bless Nigeria. David there. Thank you very much, David. And, oh God, some of your messages. Udokama, let's hear you, your voice note.
Hello, Ifanacho, good morning. How was the night?
Very well.
Ifanacho, 729 per liter. And so many people have parked their car, including myself, when the fuel was about 520 naira, 530. We park our car, we cannot be able to manage. We start entering transport. We enter to see something. We continue managing ourselves, and so many people decided to be sleeping in their office. Management sleeping in office just to make sure that they have some money or some token to give to the family after the end of the month. They sleep in office. Now that they are pushing it to 720, what will be the next option? What will be the next option? Are you thinking that we are not going to be mad? Are you thinking that we are going to be saying God will help us because this prayer, God is going to help us, God is going to see us through? Are we not going to do something for God to help us? Are we going to tie our hands and keep on praying that God will help us? I think God has given us all that we needed. The next thing we needed is to act, and Nigeria is going to act very soon, because I'm not seeing anybody smiling. I'm not seeing anybody taking side with government, because every one of us are feeling the painful impact of this regime. Please beg them now. There is time, because maybe we'll not hear sorry tomorrow.
Thank you, Dokama. Let's get more of your calls.
Hello, my brother in the studio. How are you today? Good morning.
Well, good morning, Bibi Blessing. Good to have you.
My name is Bibi Blessing. I'm calling from Ochako. My brother, which way poor people they will take grow, and which way Nigeria will go They say we continue to pray. These people, when they are calling president, senator, are they having Nigeria poor people like us for mind? I don't really understand. We gonna go say we continue to pray, we continue to pray. If we pray, we not take action. That prayer can work. They have money for free, 500. We are managing. We are smarting. They had a gay 550. We are still smarting with them again. The thing we want to happen now is it touchy there? Can our president go free station today? Go queue, buy fuel? The answer say no. Our senator today, they go. I don't know how much they go take. Even though they 1,000, 2,000, they let to buy it. How poor man now? President come say allow poor man to breathe. Is it until they clean Nigeria finish? Now the power where they collect now they are tough. Now be the power they are showing us now say this is what happen. So they are showing us me and you say nothing we can still do. Now mouth we go take talk, we keep quiet. And God will shut up their mouth up. They say we can keep quiet, nothing we can still do because they have the weapon to go after everyone by one, every domot. But I assure you, God have the power more than them. If waiting that they shock themselves, they know they tell them one day they will come out for that seat. One day they go die. One day they go give back out. Why you people una when are there for that radio? Why that cannot tell them the truth? Oga, no do you have this life? People life when you see say you can just put for your pocket. It's not your thought. Leave these people to breathe. Please tell our president. Tell our president. May he do the news. Please, God will judge you.
Thank you.
God bless Nigeria. God bless
Thank you. God bless you too. All right, there's more. Let's keep taking some of your thoughts now. Ohino says, "Good morning, Ihanacho. It's a real shameful to Nigeria as a country. If CBN, who is the watchdog of the nation, can't be trusted with the leadership, what a pity. All this story of CBN can never happen in China. Where is the hope of this nation? Under whose leadership and whose administration will rescue this country back to its golden generation?" Okay, so you just brought up something very important. So the CBN is actually a regulator to all the banks and all the commercial banks, especially commercial banks and even all other banks. If the regulator is not, I mean, it's just the same in almost every sector. If the regulator doesn't act right, how would the people it's regulating act right? We talk so much about round tripping and all of that, and the foreign exchange. Who is to say that the regulators are not involved in all of this? Looking at what
Hello, good morning.
Thank you.
Hello, good morning, Hanacho.
Good morning.
How is your day, Hanacho?
Great. As it is, good now.
Fine, very well. Please, I want to comment on this your program. Yeah, my name is Dogo Innocent.
Dogo Innocent, good to have you.
Yes, yeah, well done. Please, Hanacho, could you kindly explain what is dollar doing in this Nigeria matter? Please, I want you to analyze and break down this dollar issue for me. I am always confused why another person's money keep on disturbing us in this country. I want to know the impact of this dollar problem in this country. How does we benefit with dollar in this country? Please, Ihanacho. Why every government enter this regime, we continue mentioning dollar issue, dollar arise, dollar come down. Ihanacho, we are tired of this country. We are tired. Okay, they say we should keep on praying. Can we pray another prayer point of maybe let God wipe all of them, or can we continue still praying that God will continue to touch their heart?
Yeah, brother.
Hello, Nacho, please. After this program, or you set another program on how dollar impact in this country.
Okay.
What will dollar make us to be, or what will dollar make us to be?
All right.
Please. Yeah, Nacho, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Dogo Innocent. I hope that I really don't have the time now, but maybe at 9 o'clock you want to join us. Join us at 9 o'clock. We'll be analyzing that. My guest will be also, giving insight as to what it is that the effect of the dollarization of our economy is. Because it's so sad that in this country of ours, people pay for almost everything with a dollar. including patronizing commercial sex workers. They pay in dollars in this country. Everything, just about everything. Dollar is not for international trade. It's actually used for people pay school fees in this country in dollars. People pay for virtually everything in dollars in this country, and we have allowed it. The so-called regulators have allowed it. Good morning to you.
Good morning. This is GB.
GB.
Kano State government has banned or give embargo on private school from increasing their fees and the rest. To me, it's an infringe on their rights as a private companies. Like you asked, are they giving them subsidy? Every organization, private organization, no IT runs in business. If they want to improve the quality of their education and it requires some money to do it, if they spend money on improving the education, quality of education they give, they have the right also to increase their salary. It's the parent that will decide that, not the federal, not the state governor, the state government. If they take them out to court, they will lose balance because there's no subsidy on education there. I mean, the education is deregulated. So you can't dictate to somebody what he charges in the school. It's the parent of those who are taking their children there that can decide on that. So let's see how it goes, because are they giving a palliative? How will be uniform? So there are some schools where they charge over ₦1 million with the quality of what they offer. There are some schools, private school, they charge 30,000 naira. It depends on what they offer. So the services are differences. And also the issue of marketers asking for that increase fuel price. Yeah, the importation of fuel put pressure on dollar. About $1 billion every month is being used to import. So this also put pressure on the scarcity of dollar. Made that to be scarce, and also increase it.
All right. Thank you very much, GB. We heard from you earlier, so just let that go. Usman, Suleiman Dafulani, let's hear you.
My prince. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How was your weekend? Yarua.
My
prince. Let me just make my comment briefly. My prince, I had to say, well, one go again, Abi. No wahala. Make people is prepared to buy another legacy base. You see, now people don't buy legacy base very, very well. So whatever they go do, man must survive. I'm telling you. But truly, what we need to do, make una pray for this our country. You see, now so we did for Nigeria. Instead that we would pray, we would talk against our leaders. You can remember during Goodluck, we call him bunch of names, different kind of name. We call him Inosa be this, be that. After he go, what happened? Buhari come, they say, Buhari is the worst president. They call him different kind of name. But my friend, do you know that Buhari for good 8 years, I just talk him every day. Buhari at 108 naira. For good 8 years for this fuel, 108 naira in ad. You understand? Goodluck leave him for 87. Buhari could leave him for 97. But we don't know how much this government will leave him. But all is the same. By God's grace, so far, Corona not killers for this country. Cashless not killers for this country. By God's grace, nothing. Even them, we know that our National Assembly, they don't credit their own account. They go and enjoy with their own family now. No wahala. Our own, we believe in God. Almighty Allah will do one for us. So let's pray for our country. Inshallah, we will survive. Wahala no go kill us. We know that wahala no good, but it no go kill us. Allah will bring a good leaders who will care about this our country. My prayer, Almighty Allah continue to guide and protect you. Your enemy, they will never ever see your bread light. Thank you so much, my friend.
Ameen. Thank you very much, Suleiman. Thank you very much. Just prayers for me. It makes sense to me. For me, keep praying for me. But look, let's keep praying. We say keep praying, and keep praying. Well, let's see. Let's hope that those prayers are answered. But if you ask me, I think our prayers were long answered even before we said those prayers, because no one can ask God to bless their land, bless their people the way that God has blessed us. Innocent says, good morning, Ihanacho. We are only entertaining ourselves with these discussions. We are not talking when Senate President Lawan insisted his Senate was going to allow Buhari all his wishes. So why will CBN conduct audits in 8 years? And CBN continue to run like a commercial bank, allowing banks inflict all manner of charges on customers. Even these people in power said they will continue where Buhari stopped. Even this National Assembly under Akpabio has also toed the line of Lawan, to the extent of starting off with award of billions of naira for legislators without addressing the current economic challenges. And we are all still entertaining ourselves talking on radio. Why will anything change? Thank you very much, Innocent. With Innocent's thoughts, we'll close the conversation this morning. Thank you, Innocent. Suleiman, David from Port Harcourt, Ohinoi, Dogo Innocent, Blessing, Bibi Blessing, that is, Udokama, Usman Daura, Abdullahi Mekano, Moses, Michael, Uche, Chidi Ndubisi, Honorable Edward Salasi, David, Okwi, Abubakar, GB. Thank you all for being a part of the conversation this morning. To those of you who tried to join in but couldn't for some reason, I really apologize. Let's do this again. at the top of the hour 9, feel free to join in. We're going to have time to talk some more. And if not, join us again tomorrow when the fresh headlines make an appearance on the pages on this dial. Again, I'd love to say I haven't heard from Alex, Jennifer. Thank you. I hope that you're doing good. Precious, it's been a while as well. To some of you who I haven't heard from in quite a while, please, I'm hoping that you're doing good. If you are, just let me know that you're okay, all right? I'd love to hear from you every morning. Okay, Chuku as well. Trusting that you're doing good. Thank you all for being there. Let's do this again later. Vicky Vick is taking over in Sports on Eagles Wings shortly, so stay with us. It's going to be quite interesting as usual. Keep it locked. My name is Ihia Nacho Prince, His Radio Highness of Abuja.